My fiancé said, "You shouldn't have checked." I replied, "I verify the story." Then I saved the clip, emailed her father, canceled the venue, and packed a bag. By morning his reply hit. Fallout began. She didn't expect the next thing I'd ask back. Original post: I am 32, male. My fiancée Melissa is 30. We had been together 3 years, no kids. We rented a 1-bedroom above a bakery that started the mixers at 5. I work in IT support for a school district. Melissa works in sales at a tech startup. We met at a trivia night. It felt simple at first. We got engaged in winter. Small ring. A plan for a fall wedding at a community hall with a big oak in the yard. We split tasks. I handled vendors and spreadsheets. She handled flowers and photos. It worked because we both liked our lanes. A month after her promotion, small things changed. She traveled more. She cared more about who she sat with at work dinners. She said optics in normal talks. She started calling her nights out women in business meetups. I was fine with that. Grow your circle. Get advice. Come home safe. 2 Fridays in a row she came home late smelling like a bar. She said the panel ran long. She said they broke into groups. She said she had no photos because phones were not allowed. That did not match the Melissa I knew, who photographed muffins before eating them. My stomach made the small twist I trust. The 3rd Friday she sent a text at 6. Seminar again. Late night. Do not wait up. A coworker of mine who freelances as a DJ texted me an hour later. He asked if I was coming to the speed dating night at the downtown hotel. He said the place was packed and funny. He sent a short video from the bar. A banner in the background reads Speed Connections Night. In the middle of the frame, Melissa laughed with a number tag on her dress. She was talking to a man with his own number tag. She looked happy. Not a crime, just a lie. I sat very still. I did not call. I did not write a paragraph. I opened my laptop and started a folder called Melissa Seminar. I saved the video. I put the text thread with my DJ friend in as a PDF. I screenshotted her message that said seminar. I opened a notes app and wrote the date and time. I added one line. Find the truth. Stay calm. I called my sister, who knows my tendency to spin. I said I needed to borrow her old handheld camera for a school project. She said sure. I picked it up. I put it in my messenger bag with spare batteries. I went for a walk around the block to settle my voice. Then I took the train downtown. I did not go inside the hotel. I stood across the street near the valet sign. People came and went. There were no rules on filming a public sidewalk. I shot 40 seconds as the door opened and a wave of tagged people filtered out for air. Melissa stood with 2 women and a man. She laughed and checked her phone. She hugged the man and said, "Clear enough, find me after." Then the door closed and my face felt hot and cold at once. I did not walk in. I did not make a scene. I went home. I uploaded the clip. I placed the camera on the table. I stared at the ring on the counter and felt something slide into place in my chest. Not rage, a line. I knew Melissa's father was a priest in a small town an hour away. He had blessed our engagement over dinner and told me marriage is work wrapped in joy. He was kind and steady. He had asked us both to be honest with each other and with ourselves. He had also given us his email for wedding news. I wrote him a short message. Father Thomas, I am writing because honesty matters. Melissa has told me she is at Women in Business seminars on Fridays. I learned tonight she is at a speed dating event. I do not send this to shame her, but because we are planning a wedding under a false idea. I will speak with her tomorrow. I thought you should know first, given your role in our plans. I linked the video. No adjectives. No blame. I closed the laptop. I poured a glass of water. I sat at the table and wrote a list. Talk to her. Cancel vendors if needed. Protect money. Return ring if asked. Sleep. That was my first action, not a fight. A plan. Update 1. Melissa came home at 1. She moved quietly as if quiet could make a lie small. In the morning she made coffee and hummed. I asked to talk at the table. Daylight, no music, no phones. I know what the Friday seminars are, I said. I slid my phone with the video. I pressed play. I watched her face as she watched herself. It is not what it looks like, she said. Her voice went flat. It is a networking event. They format it like speed dating for fun. You wore a number tag, I said. You told me phones were not allowed. You said seminar. That word means talk, not date. She looked at me and tried a new path. You are insecure, she said. I am engaged to you. I can talk to men. Yes, I said, you can talk to anyone. You cannot lie to me and call it growth. I emailed your father last night. I told him I would speak to you today. Her eyes flared. You did what? She said. You involved my family. I involved the person who blessed our engagement, I said. He asked us to be honest. I am keeping that promise. She stood fast. You are controlling, she said. My dad will think I am a sinner. I sent a video without commentary, I said. He can think for himself, so can I, she paced. It was harmless, she said. It was a game. I need to build my confidence for work. They asked us to describe our best traits. It is practice. She laughed once without humor. You are making a church out of a bar. I am making a line, I said. If you want to do speed dating for fun, you are not ready to marry me. That is okay. We can end this clean. She stared at the floor. Then she said the sentence that told me we were done. You should have trusted me, she said. You should have not checked. I trusted you, I said. Then I verified because the story started to wobble. She folded her arms. What now? She said. Cancel the wedding, I said. Split non-refundable costs. Move out by the end of the month. Return the ring. I will email a list. We will do logistics by email only. No fights. She shook her head. You ruined my relationship with my father, she said. No, I said. Your choices did. My email put light on them. Her phone buzzed on the counter. She flipped it and read. Her face changed. He is disappointed, she said. He says to come home to talk. He says this is not the way. She looked at me with blame big in her eyes. I am sorry you are hurt, I said. I am not sorry for telling the truth. She grabbed her keys and left. The door shut like a soft stamp on an envelope. I made tea. Then I opened my email and began. Update 2, I wrote short notes to vendors, the hall, the caterer, the small band. I said our wedding was canceled. I attached contracts and asked about refunds. The hall kept the deposit. The caterer returned half. The band said they could book another date and sent a kind line. You seem calm. That will help. I changed passwords on shared accounts. I moved my paycheck to a new bank. I removed Melissa as an authorized user on a card she used for emergencies. I exported 6 months of statements to a folder called Engagement Closeout. I made a list of items I bought and planned a simple split. Couch, desk, some kitchen gear. She could keep the bed and dresser from her aunt. I sent Melissa a calm email. Utilities in my name, electric, internet. I will keep through the end of the month. After, I will cancel or transfer. I will move out on the 28th. Please place my items in the living room by noon. Please return the ring Sunday at 11 a.m. Cafe on 3rd. I will bring a receipt. Please keep communication to email. She did not reply. She posted a story. A photo of a candle and a caption about men who fear strong women. People we barely knew put hearts. A mutual sent it and asked if I wanted him to respond. I wrote back, no, let it pass. Her father sent me a message that evening. Thank you for telling me, it read. I will speak to Melissa with love and with truth. I will not excuse dishonesty. I am sorry for your pain. Melissa tried money next. She requested half of a dress fitting she had booked without telling me. I replied with the contract showing her card on file. Cancel within the window, I wrote. I will not pay for events I did not agree to. She sent 3 paragraphs about fairness. I replied with 1 line. Please keep money matters to email. Saturday morning she called and left a voicemail. You embarrassed me to my family, she said. My father said I should move home for a while. He canceled our church slot. My mother is crying. You did this. I saved the message. I did not call back. On Sunday she showed up at the cafe. She placed the ring on the table like it might burn. I slid a small receipt across the table that said engagement ring return with space for a signature. She signed without looking at me. You will regret this, she said. You will be alone with your rules. I will be okay with my rules, I said. That is the point. She stood and left. The bell over the door made its small sound. I sat for a minute and watched dust move in a beam of light and felt something like a clean floor. 2 days later, her mother emailed me to say she was ashamed and wished I had told them privately first. I sent a short reply. I told Father Thomas before confronting Melissa. We spoke in our home. There were no scenes. I am sorry for your pain. She did not reply again. Melissa posted one more thing. People weaponize faith to control women, she wrote. I did not answer. I went to work and fixed broken logins and told a teacher that yes, the projector bulb was dead, not haunted. I signed a sublet near my sister's place. Month to month, small balcony. Good light. I labeled 7 boxes with a thick marker and set them by the door. A friend with a truck helped me move. We carried the couch down the stairs while the bakery smell made us hungry. By week's end, I had my things in the new place. I put the ring receipt in a manila folder. I put the folder in a drawer. I slept. Update 3, 2 weeks later, Melissa emailed. 1 hour, public place, please. I set the terms. Sunday, noon, bench by the library. 30 minutes. She arrived on time in a plain sweater with her hair pulled back. She looked like someone in a car that has just stopped spinning. I went home, she said. My parents said I need to think. My father asked me to be honest about my vanity and my hunger for attention. He said love is not a theater. I hate that he is right. Thank you for saying it, I said. I did not cheat, she said. I did not kiss anyone. I liked the rush. I liked feeling wanted by strangers. I told myself it was harmless. It was not harmless to our trust. I believe you did not kiss anyone, I said. I also believe you lied about where you were. That is enough to end an engagement. She nodded. I told my father you used him to hurt me, she said. He told me you used him to hold me to my word. She swallowed. He told me to apologize. I accept your apology, I said. We are still done. She stared at the ground. Can we try later, she said, when I am better? No, I said. I do not park my life on a hope. I wish you a good life, not a shared one. She looked up once, then stood. Goodbye, she said. I am going to try to be a person I recognize. Goodbye, I said. We walked away on quiet feet. Final update. It has been 15 months since the night with the number tags and the candle photo. My life is small in the good way. I moved into a 1-bedroom on the 3rd floor of a brick building with a stubborn elevator. I keep a key bowl by the door and a calendar on the fridge. I make soup on Sundays and freeze 3 jars for lazy nights. Work is steady. I trained 2 new techs and wrote a short guide that saves us from the same mistakes. I also started running with a small group on Thursdays. It keeps me honest about sleep and water. The fallout settled fast once I chose boring. Melissa moved home for a season. She met with her father once a week. She took herself off private for a while and then put herself back on private. A mutual said she started a budget and joined a real women in business circle, the kind with actual workshops. She posted less about optics. She posted more about reading. Good, we do not talk. Her family did not disown her. They held her tight with hard conversations. Her father sent a note 6 months later. We are rebuilding trust, he wrote. Thank you for being frank. It spared you years of slow hurt. It gave us a chance to speak truth to our daughter. People ask where the revenge is. They want the dramatic video played on a projector at a party. They want a smashed phone and a speech. I do not have that. My revenge looked like a 30-second clip taken from a public sidewalk and an email with no adjectives. It looked like a canceled venue, a returned ring with a receipt, and a move-out list with checked boxes. It looked like sleeping. In spring, I met someone at a library volunteer day. Her name is Dana. She is a physical therapist. She carried a box of paperbacks like it weighed nothing. We stacked books and talked about old injuries and good teachers. We got coffee after. On our 3rd date, I told her the short version. My ex called speed dating a seminar. I found out. I ended the engagement. I am careful now. She said, careful is respect for yourself. She asked what I learned. I said, when the word does not match the shape, check the shape. We keep a shared note with 3 lines. Tell the truth early. No secret events. If you need attention, ask me for it first. I still keep a small notebook by the microwave. It holds grocery lists, filter change dates, and 1 page with 4 lines I wrote that week. See it plain. Write it down. Protect your peace. Leave clean. A nephew asked me at dinner why Melissa does not come to family things. I said we wanted different rules for honesty. He said, like telling the teacher you broke the crayon, and I said, something like that. He nodded and went back to building a fort out of couch cushions. Sometimes I walk past the hotel where the speed dating banner hung. It is just a building with a bar where people try on faces. I hope they find a face they can keep. I keep walking home to a small place where the soup cools, the elevator sticks, and the person across the table wants the truth more than a story. That is enough.